dang, I have so many clothes. I don't know what to think right now. Hi guys, it's Ariana. I hope you're doing well. I'm starting this video much too late in the evening, but as a mom of two littles, I'm very limited to like the uninterrupted time that I can do things like this. I'm gonna break it up into categories anyway, so that's gonna help, I think, to make this feel a little bit more manageable. But welcome to my closet. If you've missed any other updates, we have moved from Texas to Florida just like a couple months ago. And so this is kind of like a new space for us. And it is a walk-in closet, as you can see, but we do not have a dresser. And our previous house used to have like built-ins, like drawers and shelves and things. So I think ultimately our plan is to do that with this closet. We want to like renovate it. Unfortunately, this video is not going to be like amazing transformation before and after or anything like that. Like, I'm sorry if that's what you're here for, but I am in desperate need of just kind of going through everything, giving things a refresh. I just feel like right now I have a lot of stuff in there that not all of them are options for me right now. And that's a really big deal for me because I feel like it's much harder for me to go and like pick an outfit because I'm like having to sift through things that I know that doesn't fit me or pieces that I'm just not going to wear right now. I'm almost a year postpartum now with my second baby and my body has changed a lot and I haven't had a chance to kind of like go through and adjust it since then. So I do have some clothes in there from like pregnancy postpartum size, and then I still have things stored away. These are all like clothing storage of things that I couldn't fit into or like weren't breastfeeding friendly. I don't necessarily want to like get rid of a whole bunch, but it is good to kind of like clear some stuff out too if I'm really not gonna wear or if I'm not into it. I want to start in dresses because that's this section right here. This whole line is my section. Those two racks are my husband's, and then this one's actually empty. We just have all the empty hangers here, but then I have a little shoe rack, and to top it off, the lighting in here is terrible. We're just gonna deal with it, okay? Hopefully you came here for a chill, casual, yappy type of closet declutter because that's what's happening. I'm just like standing here in front of this whole wall of clothing and I'm like, dang, I have so many clothes. So like I said, I'm gonna start with dresses. I'm gonna do a different method this time. I feel like I've done a number of different things. I've done the whole Marie Kondo, take everything out, pile it all up into one pile, and it's very overwhelming and overstimulating mess for days. And I've also done it where, you know, just went through each category in cold. But I want to try a new method this time, and it's Alison Bornstein's method. Her AB closet editing system is what she calls it. I'll link whatever videos she has. She's on YouTube, but I think she does short form content more. I'm not going to do it like to the T, but I'm going to kind of like follow the little bit of the framework. She focuses on separating out the categories of the things that you wear all the time. So those are your regulars. Whether you love them or not, this is what you wear all the time. So take those out and then take out the stuff that you never wear. So these are your nevers. In that category, split it into I never wear it because I don't like it or I don't want it. So you could clearly just get rid of that. Or you love it, but you haven't been wearing it, maybe because you just don't know how to style it. So those are kind of like your hows. And then there's pieces that you do still like or love, but you aren't going to wear right now. So those go into a pile of not now. I'm going to go even a step further and make a pile of things that I know need to be altered, or maybe I want to upcycle in a different way, or basically just turn it into a project. I just keep putting it off and like never actually doing it. First of all, I need to separate these out, but these are all of my little active dresses. They're all from Halara. I'm gonna take this out because I wear this frequently and split that into different hangers. If we're pulling out things that we wear all the time, this is a tricky category to start with because actually I haven't been wearing dresses that much because of breastfeeding, and now I'm done breastfeeding. So my whole dress category is like a new open door for me again, unless it was like super stretchy, or actually did wear like the shorter dresses that I have like this. You know, if I just wore a bike shorts under, I could literally just like, yeah, I did wear that frequently as well. And there's actually one on the floor here that I just wore yesterday. Another just simple flowy mini tiered dress. Honestly, they're like not my favorite thing to wear, but they're practical, and so that's why I have them and that's why I wear them often. I don't know if that's the best thing, but that's the truth of it. I mean, y'all let me know. Maybe you guys have those pieces that you're like, I don't love this, but I wear it all the time. I don't know if that means that I should find a version that I do love. I don't know. They're good to have. I did have actually randomly done a little bit of decluttering just like over time, and I've been throwing them in this bag every time I come across it. Nowadays, I've been preferring to do like declutters as I go rather than having to like dedicate a big whole chunk of time to it. But I did put this in there. This is another one of those just like little tiered mini dresses. And I do like the color of this, but compared to the other two, I don't love it as much. And so that's why I kind of put it down here. I could be okay getting rid of this one. It's not a good material. It's not a great fit on the arms. There's nothing here that I feel like the other two can't do. Again, they're just like not my favorite pieces. And that's another tip that I heard recently. Oh, who did I hear this from? They were talking about decluttering and they said that you're asking the wrong question. Oh, I remember it was, I think her name was Audrey. I just found her recently, but she does cleaning and like organization and like things like that. Minimalism-ish. Anyway, she talked about the wrong decluttering question is, do I need this? What you should be asking is, can I live without it? Like, I think that changes everything. She explains and says like a lot of the times we can find a reason that we need something for. That dress, for example, I'm like, I could always say like, yeah, I could need that just as like an easy throw on dress, and maybe I want the option of a different color. But instead it's like, can I live without it? Yeah, because I've got two other options of the exact same thing. So if I want to throw on dress, right there. So actually there's nothing here that I've been like wearing all the time. There are dresses in here that I wore a lot for pregnancy, like this one. This is a linen striped button-up shirt dress, but I have not been interested in wearing it after that, to be honest. You know, it could just partly be because I wore it too much. This could just be like a not now piece. I do still like it, and I think maybe even for the summer I could like it again. I guess we're already in the nevers category. Okay, so see, here's another of that exact same style, right? I do like the way that this fits though. I don't necessarily know if the color is good for me. Ever since kind of finding out that my color season is a bright winter that can wear some spring colors, I think I could technically still wear this color because it is a bit brighter, but it's slightly more like faded now. Anyway, I'll put it over here for now. That being said, like these are two very similar. I could probably be okay with just like having one. Maybe I prefer this one is a little bit more interesting than this one. This is a dress that I've had since like my first pregnancy, and at that point I think maybe I've only worn it once, and since then I haven't worn it again because, as you can tell, it's a very form-fitted dress. The reason I kept this, even though I'm not like keen on wearing something very fitted around my midsection, thought it could be like an interesting layering piece. I've yet to try it, and so I think this could be my first like how item. And I think it could be fun to do like a separate video where I try to style my house with you guys. This is new. That one's newly thrifted. I also like that. I've worn that a couple times. Really like this dress. This is so fun. So that's a keep for sure. This one, oh, a dreaded Shein dress that just a bit too much. I do like these very florally romantic is one of my style words. I love a good ruffle, like as you can tell. Love wearing dresses like this, like in the spring and summer. I mean, it makes sense where in the fall, winter, I'm not gonna wear it, but what I don't like, I hate the ribbon. The only way that I would maybe wear this is if I like did some serious changes to this. So being honest, preference would be not to just overly declutter because first of all, I've made some regretful declutters that way. But second of all, I also, you know, bought the item for a reason the first time around. If I could find a way to make it work either by styling or by doing some alterations or even like an upcycle thrift flip or something with it, then I would feel a lot better to give it like some more life. I might put quite a bit in my project pile. We could do some videos together where I tackle that. Unless it's like fully like I don't like the fabric, I'm not gonna like it in any other version. You know, something like this. I do like the pattern of it. Maybe if I changed out the ties here and added something to the skirt or something, I don't know. We could maybe play around with that. That's gonna go in project pile because I'm just not gonna wear it as is, and I don't need clothing taking up space in here if I'm not gonna be able to grab it and wear it right now. That is my goal. This was also cute for maternity. I think I could still wear this now. The last time I tried it on, I was like fairly new newly postpartum still, so it was a little bit tight around the midsection. So now we might be okay. I need to have a section of like try on to see where it needs to go. So that's a new category. This one I got for my maternity photos with my first child. I loved how they turned out. Thank you, Kendall. It's very long and this skirt is very plain. I think what I would love if it had like a tier on the bottom. So this could be another project piece. This I think is going to be another project piece, button up sheer long shirt. Thrifted this a long time ago, but I wore this a lot while I was pregnant as like a kimono duster type of shirt because I really liked that over like a very fitted dress. Show off the bump, you know? So I wore that a lot, but now I don't see myself wearing that again. It's really not my style anymore, but I do like the fabric and the color of it. I think this has some potential for like a fun thrift flip, so that's gonna go in my projects as well. I wear that often. This is super cute. I'm gonna keep that. Also that. This is my thrifted ugly Christmas sweater dress that I have not gotten to wear yet because I was very pregnant last Christmas. Should I bust that out for our family Christmas gathering? Oh, this I need to alter actually. Hoodie dress from Halara. I love everything about it, but the only thing, I wish the pleats actually ended a little bit higher up rather than how low it is right now, because on me, I think it would be much more flattering if it started here and then flared out. So that should be a pretty easy little alteration to make. This is also a dress that I thrifted when I was pregnant, and it's such a beautiful dress. Like, I love the pleating on this, or like the ribbing of the knit pattern, but it is a tank dress and again more fitted, so I just don't know if I want to wear that kind of style right now not pregnant. I think this might have to be a try on and then maybe into a how item. This is such a pretty little vintage dress that I didn't get to wear out of because I was breastfeeding. Now I get to actually wear it, which I'm super excited. That one's cute. I'll keep that as well. Same with that. This one is another one of those dresses where I wore this a lot during pregnancy and also like just whenever I needed a quick easy throw on dress, and it's fine. I don't love it. I don't dislike it. It just is what it is. I don't know about these types of items. Like, what do you guys do whenever you're just like indifferent about an item and you can go either way? I'm not like wowed by it when I see it. Like, if I saw this in store, I wouldn't purchase it again. Is that worth getting rid of though? Only to then maybe repurchase something else? What are your thoughts on that? I was thinking about actually doing like a low buy year for this next upcoming year, 2026. Because of my body changes, I feel like I've accumulated a little bit more clothing than I would have liked to, and kind of went a little bit crazy. I mean, I did thrift things as well, but I was thinking, okay, maybe I should reel it back in. If I don't do that, then I would do like a one in, one out type of rule. Anytime that I want to buy something, then I know that something else has to go. So I've kind of already like started implementing that. Maybe that could be one of the things that happen. Like, if I find a dress that I'm like fall in love with and want to bring into my closet, like I can take out the ones that I just kind of feel like okay about. This, however, I feel like is time to go. It's cute, but it's not really my style. Also, the color is not great on me. This is definitely not one of my colors. This one, I think I'm gonna put it away right now. I'm not really like interested on wearing that, to be honest. I did alter this one to fit me, so it like fits me pretty well. For that, I'm not gonna just like get rid of it, but I think for now, I'm just gonna like put it away. I have these two slip dresses that I think are beautiful, but I literally never wear them. This one's a little bit shorter than this. This is like a full maxi length, and it's honestly actually a little bit too long for me, so I would definitely need to hem that. I feel like they're just too beautiful to give up. This is a vintage one and has really beautiful pleats. Could be really pretty for like special occasion type of situations as well. I feel like it doesn't hurt to have some of those kinds of pieces. This is such a pretty little robe that my sister got for me for my wedding, and never gonna get rid of that. That's so pretty. Another robe that I think is beautiful that I thrifted. I just love the drape of this and also the pattern. You can wear this like as a dress as well, and I think that's just gorgeous. Now this one I thrifted as well. It's like a vintage, I think it's like a dressing gown robe because it doesn't have any closure. It just has like a wrap tie to it, but I fell in love with it because of this collar. It's like a massive shawl collar. The sleeves as well. I just thought that was so beautiful. comfortable, but I've never worn it. I think I might have to try this on and then decide from there. So that's actually all of the dresses that I have hanging up. So now I need to go into one of these two has more dresses in it. If I point you down where you're going to see all the mess on the floor, this is currently my system. These little bins down here as my drawers. Not the best system, but it is what it is, and it kind of works for now. So this actually has dresses and two-piece sets, stuff that I've had stored away for a little while now. So I honestly don't remember what's in here. Right off the bat, it's actually a vintage little denim. I think it's supposed to be a shirt, but it was kind of like a mini dress length on me. But I did put it away because I wanted to do some alteration to this. Something with a sleeve and then maybe like take it in a little bit. I wanted to do some changes, so I'll put that in the project pile as well. Oh, this is a dress that I've thrifted quite a while back and it might fit. We're gonna have to try it on because I haven't tried it on since, but it's really cute. It's a little polka dotted mini dress from Abercrombie. You guys remember, like, if you watched my thrift with me, I was looking for a polka dotted dress in a white background. I literally have this in my storage. Like, I need to go through my storage first before I go try to shop for something that I might already have. This is a cute little white shift dress put in here because it was starting to get too small because of pregnancy. It's gonna be cute to have out. There is a stain on it. Story of my life. I can't have anything white in my life without getting a stain on it. But this is why I thrift clothes. Like, I don't spend a lot of money on things like this because I know that it's gonna get stained because either me, I'm clumsy, or one of my children will get their little hands on my clothing. I love this dress so much. This was so pretty. Fell in love with this at the thrift store and bought it, and it was too small for me. See, it still has the thrift store tag on it. It was $12, but it's absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, there was no way that was fitting. It is a medium though. I wonder if it would fit now because it's been a long time. I'll try that on, and if not, we'll assess the situation from there. But that is just a gorgeous piece. This is another dress that was pre-pregnancy. I put it away, and it is a little bit of like a dressier item, so I don't know that I'm gonna actually like wear that. I'm gonna have to try that on as well. We're gonna have to do a lot of try-ons because some of this stuff has been in storage for a long time. Oh, fun. I was thinking I had something like this in my closet somewhere. Lacy slip dress. I really wanted something like this for layering, so I'm glad I found that. That can come out immediately. Also a beautiful dress that has lasted through a lot of different body changes, and I still love it, so I'm not going to get rid of that. Okay, this one I don't know if it does fit because it was kind of tight before. Milkmaid style. Try that on too. This I don't think I ever wore. I think something about it fit weird. Maybe it was too tight. I'll try that on too. It is cute. It's got like the little tie tops here, and then it's got the tiniest micro gingham pattern. This is a cute little nightgown dress, which I just thrifted something exactly the same. You would have seen in my recent thrift haul. It has a matching like duster top. It's in a darker floral, but I will keep both because I don't want to just get rid of it. If I end up not wearing it, I'll keep the one that I liked better. It's a little polka dot mini dress. I remember also was getting very tight on me. I will have to try that on though. I'll see if I still like that. Should I also try that on? Do I even like that? I'll try it on. This is a jumpsuit that, you know, is cute. I don't think I'm ready to get rid of that just yet. I'll leave it in here for now. You know, this one I can bring out. This is a denim, almost overalls jumpsuit. I just obviously couldn't wear it for pregnancy and immediately postpartum. Okay, I've got these two wrap dresses. They're actually both polka dotted. I'll try them on. I just don't know if they're really my style anymore. Floral summer dress with some pin tucks on it, just a tank. I think I'll bring that out. It could be fun for some layering, even though right now is not like a very spring summer forward time. Now that I live in Florida, we don't have these like distinct seasons. If you've been around on my channel, I used to love doing capsule wardrobes just like seasonally. Even though the capsules weren't the entirety of my wardrobe, I still liked putting these like more limited number of pieces together. Forced me to be more creative with my styling, helped me with some decision fatigue. I had a set like rail of things that I was going to be pulling from, and I love doing that seasonally. But now that I live in a climate where it's the same all the time, like all year round, I mean, yeah, it does get like a little bit chilly now, like in the morning or something. So I do feel it kind of doesn't make sense to fully separate my clothes out and do like a whole seasonal switchover. I think I'm just gonna pack away things that I'm like not really excited to wear or not interested in wearing. This is something I thrifted and never wore. I think I actually thrifted this in a video. It's a little jumpsuit with an orange pattern on it, and I think this is handmade, but I thought it was really cute. It's actually a playsuit, sorry, a romper, not a jumpsuit. I can't remember if there was any alteration or something that I wanted to make to this, so I'm gonna have to try that on. Polo dress in a navy blue. Should try that on too. It might be, I have to see if that's too small. Okay, so that's all of the dresses in my storage. These, I will store them away in here. We've got quite the try on pile. I am bringing you out here to try on because this is my mirror. Again, apologies for the lighting and how dark it is, but it's nighttime. I don't know. I'm gonna start with the dressing gown. I'm gonna try to do this as fast as possible. Here's how it looks on. Definitely reading very historical. Maybe it was a costume at one point, who knows? But I do think it's beautiful. I think it's so pretty. This and like the sleeves, and check out the back detail, the way that it like cuts down like that. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely, because it's seriously full length, it's looking very Victorian. This might have to be a project piece. Maybe we can do something about this to make it look a little bit more modern and wearable. We'll have to brainstorm. Also, feel free to give me your ideas on any of the project pieces. But I think as it is, I'm not gonna wear it. Project pile. This one, yeah, it's cute. I'll keep it. Okay, this is kind of see-through. Not doing anything flattering for my body right now. I love the skirt part of it though. It's so like minimal and pretty, like in theory, but I just don't know if it's gonna work for me. This is either gonna have to be a stored away and not now piece or a project piece. Maybe turn it just into like a skirt or something. I mean, it's cute. Easy throw on little t-shirt dress. I'll keep it. This one's a little bit too tight for me right now, so I'm gonna store this one away. Okay, I think it's cute. I just think this is gonna be a no. I don't really envision how I would want to change this to make it into something I do want to wear. And I think that comes down to just the print of it. Whoever made it really well. I just kind of feel like maybe I want to let this go to somebody else who would want to wear it like as is. Here is one of the wrap dresses. I hate having to deal with this wrap situation. It's like slightly too small to where it won't like stay covered. So I have to like pin it, or anyway, I'm just constantly worrying about it. So yeah, although it's beautiful, I think I'm finally gonna have to let this one go. This one does fit the bust a little bit better. The only thing I'm like, okay, does it read a little too like juvenile? Trying to like think about like, okay, would I layer this in a different way? This one's a no. It's very wrinkly, but this one's cute. I much prefer this polka dot dress over like the wrap style, so I think I'm gonna get rid of both of those. It's a little bit snug here. It's button front, and so it's gaping at the buttons a little bit, like in between. It doesn't really need to button up, to be honest. It's got some shirred panels here on the side, so you can just like stretch it on. I think I might put this in the alterations pile and just sew these like places shut so that I don't have to deal with the gaping. I do feel like this one is cute. I think I remember it being too tight before, and now it does fit, so I think I'm going to put this in the closet. This one just barely fit. It is quite tight here, so I don't think I'm gonna wear it just yet, but I will pack this away for now. Can't go wrong with a little white dress moment. Keep. This one's a different style and silhouette, so also keep. I love the little details on this, like how precious. Still too small. I can't zip it up all the way in the back, but it's so beautiful, so I'm gonna keep this in my storage. I think it's super cute. I'm gonna put this in my closet. It is a little bit like booby here. Try to like cinch it as much as I could and tie the bow so you can't really see, so we'll have to see if this is too much for me, but I do think it's super cute. I love the style of it. Okay, this one is too tight, so this is gonna be a no. The boning is like poking me because it's like cheaply made. I realized there were a couple more dresses and jumpsuits in that little tote bag that I had of things that I had pulled out before. Ones that I used for maternity quite a bit, but now I do not want to wear them. So I'm actually going to part with all of these, except this one is the only one I think I'm going to hold on to but put into storage. It's just a gray knitted simple dress. So this is actually the pile of everything that I am getting rid of. It's actually more than I thought it was. Only a couple things that were hanging up. Most of it was from my storage, so it feels good to kind of free that up. This is my little project pile. I did free up an entire section of my little storage container thing, so that feels really good. Those are all the dresses that I decided to store away, and those are other little two-piece sets that I think I'm just gonna leave in there. Okay, I'm going to tackle skirts next because that's actually what's next in my closet. I do know that I have some in this storage box this right here. So I'll pull that down also. Instead of trying to pull out like all of my regulars, I'm just gonna pull out the ones that I never wear, and then we can sort that category. This sparkly one I don't wear often, but I love it for any kind of holiday specific thing. So sue me if I want to keep some things for festive dressing. This I just realized has a big rip here. I'm gonna have to fix that if I want to keep this, which I don't know if I want to, but for now I'll go ahead and put it in my project pile. Stretchy navy maxi skirt. I have not worn this since I was pregnant, so I don't know if that's going to be a declutter or something, but I'm gonna take it out. These two are skirts that I feel like I've had fun styling with. I feel like I always kind of like come back to them, but yet I don't really wear them day to day because I feel like I have other things that I want to wear. Sometimes I feel conflicted about those because I still really like them and I still think they're fun additions to my wardrobe. So for that, I don't want to just like purge my closet entirely of things that I enjoy. I don't really know if that's the best thing to do, but I still really like them. So I'm gonna hold on to them for now. Same with this skirt. I haven't worn this in a while, but I thought it was really cute whenever I styled it up in a recent video. So I want to keep that one too. This one, I might actually have to try this one on to see if it still fits. I did pull this one out from my storage. This was in my two-piece set section because it's a vintage patchwork plaid skirt, which I think is so cute. And it also had a matching little patchwork vest. This I have not worn yet. This I have worn. The reason for that, I don't really know how I want to style this, but I also think I kind of wanted to do a little DIY to this as well. Just like add some ties, little bow closures here. That would make it feel a little bit more modern. Maybe I'll go ahead and put this in my how section. I don't honestly know if it's really my style because it's so specific. It's not something that I normally like gravitate towards, but I always like the idea of it. In practice, have not done it, so let's play around with that one. And then this, I'm gonna try it on really quick over my shorts because I want to make sure it's not too big in the waist. Okay, no, we're good. I'm actually gonna take this one out. I really like this skirt still, don't get me wrong. I feel like I always wish it had like a tier, and it's so long. It's a full maxi. I think I have room to play there and cut off a panel, reattach it to the bottom, like gather it. So I'm gonna put that in my projects actually. I think I will like it that much more. I guess I could just try this on here while I'm at it. I do feel like it's a little bit loose here around the waist, and then I feel like it's kind of bulky around the midsection. So there's something about it that I don't love. Still a cute, like classic little tweed skirt. I think I'll hold on to this. If I ever find like a better one, then maybe I can replace it. But this one was a recent thrift item, which you probably saw in my recent thrift finds. If you saw that video, I did style this a little bit, but I feel like I want to play around with it a little bit more just because the length of it is a little bit different and I feel like tricky for me. So I'm gonna try to find some like inspiration pictures. Maybe I can try to recreate some things to try to help me know what to do. I'm gonna pull down the storage box now. I'll pull that one out. Could be good for the holidays. Little sequin skirt. This denim skirt, I don't know if it fits, so I'll have to try that on. This maxi skirt is pretty, but I don't know that I really care about this print. I did thrift it, but I've actually never worn it. I think this might be one that I just pass on. I'm sure somebody will love that. I like the pattern of this skirt much better. Might not be something that I wear right now, but you know, could be really cute to have for the summertime. I'll keep it in my storage. There's a pair of jeans. I guess I could try that on. Another little floral skirt. I don't know. Not really like digging that, but I do really like this floral pattern. So I wonder if maybe I can repurpose this fabric. Maybe we can brainstorm a little bit, but I'll keep that one in a project pile. These shorts, I remember not really liking the fit of these, so I think I'm gonna pass that on. A satin midi skirt in this really cute green color. I actually think I'm gonna bring this out. This skirt, another potential like could be cute during the summertime. Yeah, I think not now. This skirt, however, I'm gonna see actually if this fits because this was also tight before. This I loved and wore a lot and I still really like it, but it does have a hole in the back. Just never gone around to fixing that, so I guess I could put that in the project pile. Finally mend that little hole in the booty. These little flowy gingham pants I can finally get rid of. I have another pair of gingham pants that I found and thrifted that I love. A sweater skirt, I'll bring that one out along with this plaid one. Perfect for the season right now. Midi plaid A-line skirt. I have the same sequins but in a pant version. I don't know if I'd like the pant better or the skirt, and maybe because I already have this sparkly skirt that maybe I don't need that one and I could just keep the pants. You know, it's pretty. It's literally the exact same sequins. What if I could make a top so that I can create like a little matching set moment? I mean, where do I think I am actually going? Like, I'm a stay-at-home mom. You know, it's not a bad idea. Like, it's a fun texture that you can add to any outfit. I'll put that in my project pile and we'll think about it a little bit. Vintage zebra skirt. Try on, just make sure that it fits, but I think I'll pull that out. Same with this one. Faux leather plaid mini skirt thing. I don't know if that fits right now. Oh, my little black skirts that didn't fit while I was pregnant. I'll have to try those on as well. Another item that I have thought about a couple times now, so I'm definitely gonna bring this out. It's just a little slip skirt with a lace trim. Go ahead and go through the rest of the pants and the shorts because we were already here. This pair of pants, to be honest, I don't know. I feel like it's something that I could live without. Okay, what if I just tried it on, decide from there? I have 2 pairs of black trousers. This one is just a classic. I can keep that for sure. But this one, however, I think might be too big for me. But I'm going to try that on and just see if I need to alter that. This is part of a 2-piece set that I had thrifted, and I actually think I'm going to pass this on. I think I'm going to find the top that matches this and pass that on as well. I haven't worn like any of them. So this is the matching little like jacket. I do feel like it's cool, but feel like it's not something that I'm reaching for, and it's not like the fabric is really that great either, so I think I'm just gonna pass that on. These two, I think I'm just gonna put into storage for now. Like a not now thing. Revisit that at another time. These, I actually got these. They're definitely in like 2 sizes too big, but I got them for maternity. They're just like a simple white cargo, but has like a jogger style on the bottom. But I've never worn these. Now I'm like, okay, can I even still wear them? Because they do have an elastic in the back and a drawstring in the front, so we might be able to make it work. I don't know. I'll have to try it on. I think I just bought that impulsively because I was just like sick of everything that fit me at the moment. You know, I didn't have very many options. These are too big for me now, so I think these can go in my project pile. This is a how item because they're a pair of Dockers, but something about the length of them and the volume of them I just can't seem to get right. And I don't know, maybe it's just because it's just not my style and I just need to move on. But I've had these in my closet for such a long time, and I did style an outfit with them before, and I do remember like it was good, I think, question mark. It's enough for me to not wear this very regularly, so I think we can try to style that up too. Okay, and this, still new with tags, a very long pair of jorts. I admit I impulse bought this because it was on clearance. I love these on other people. I would see like Kim Tae-hwan wearing it all the time and it looked so good on them, so just got so inspired and influenced. I wanted to try it too, but I have not worn it since, and it's been a little bit. We can style this one together and see if it's actually something for me or not. This is everything I'm keeping from here on that we've gone through so far. Now let's do all the try on rapid fire. So I pulled them as tight as possible here, and while I can keep them up, they're just way too big and also way too long. These are just gonna be passed on. These are good. Keep. These ones also are good. Keep. I do still like the style of these, but I think my biggest problem is that they're just too big. Drop of the crotch is too low, way too long for me. So I'm actually going to put this in my alterations. I think I'll be able to actually wear it and like it better if it actually fits me. Cute little black skirt fits, so that can go in my closet. Same with this one, a more basic black mini skirt, quite short and has a slit, so it feels a little bit like clubby to me. I think this is gonna be a no. This skirt, however, is a yes. Definitely keeping this one. Paisley 90s silk skirt, gonna be a yes. It fits me again. Straight leg jeans, they're still good, but I have other denim that I would prefer to wear right now, so I'm gonna keep these in storage. Vintage denim skirt fits me again as well. I think I'm gonna put this in. I like the silhouette and I think it's really cute. All right, so with that, this is my declutter pile to get rid of, and then here is my project pile. Kind of looking similar, but we definitely do have more decluttered items. And then this over here is currently what we have for our how items, the things that we are going to style together in a different video. So there's 6 items here so far, looking much more disheveled now, but I do think we're gonna make this a 2-part thing. So we did dresses, skirts, and all of the bottoms. So subscribe and stick around because we're gonna do a part 2 going through all of my tops, sweaters, jackets, coats, all that stuff. This was a pretty messy and raw like closet declutter. Hopefully you enjoyed it anyway. The lighting was terrible and stuff, but I was just trying to keep any perfection just out of it so that I could just get this done. Thought it could be fun at least to try to like put a video together for you to bring you along and talk about my thought process and yap about clothes because that's what I love. And hopefully you do too, and that's why you're here. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.